Hey guys, welcome back to my next book preview video. This week we've got another Korean one. I'm not fully sure what the title translates to. It's a really cool cover, but according to Google, a quick look at the front and the back there by the way, according to Google it translates roughly to character and creature design. So if we get straight into this, we've got the contents page here. I did want to look at these off camera, but I forgot, so I'm doing it on camera. Let's translate these. So chapter 1 is to improve your drawing skills. Chapter 2 said something about face and body, I think human proportions. There's quite a lot of a breakdown that I didn't read there. But Chapter 3 is creature design basics. And last of all, Chapter 4 is apparently iPad drawing. According to Google Translate, a very quick rushed job because unfortunately I don't have a lot of time today. So I didn't get a chance to actually look at this book ahead of time either, like I normally would try and do. So you guys are seeing this for the first time at the same time as me. Or you guys are seeing this the first time I see it, is what I should have said. So it looks like we get straight into drawing basics as the content suggested, with 3D shapes and breaking things down. Apologies, forgot to say there is a little bit of nudity when it comes to the female anatomy. It's all, artistic basics and things, but just a warning in case I forget to blur anything. And one of the reasons I got this book, actually, I came across it randomly online. It was actually the front cover that I came across, and I'm pretty mad about fantasy. I thought it looked really cool. Not just the actual rendering style, which we'll see in a second, but the way it breaks down. Looks like we're looking at like the Andrew Loomis method in some respects there. It looks like it kind of reads well enough without the text. Obviously, like I was showing at the beginning, you can use your phone. For Google Translate, if you can be bothered with that, I'm a little bit lazy, so chances are I will only use it if I really don't understand something. In fact, I actually find with books like this, you can actually learn a lot by having to, work out what it's trying to tell you. Sticks with you a little bit better. This is actually one of the pages that kind of influenced me to get the book because, as silly as it sounds, a page about ears. I wouldn't actually know how to draw elf ears or creatures' ears or anything like that as much as I do know how to draw human ears. And I saw this and I thought it's actually some really cool ideas. So yeah, and I've been on a bit of a buying streak recently with Korean art books. I'll put some links in the description box below, to other ones in case you guys are interested in seeing them because being here in the UK, I haven't come across a lot of these books before. So when I do find them online, I get pretty excited about it and I wanted to share them with you guys. Obviously, it's a how to draw book and things like that, but I thought it was going to be really good for me, if nothing else, for reference as well. So like a lot of these books, there is a chapter on drawing female boobs. With a lot of these where they're sort of anime style, manga style, you guys probably already know, but they always seem to have a few pages on that. And it is human anatomy, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I got these books actually from my friends over at K-Zone Studio. So they've been helping me get hold of a lot of Korean art books recently that I've been sharing with you guys. So an example was like the Dongho Kim anatomy drawing book. That one is out in English. And also the Dongho Kim, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The guy that does the perspective books, he also had a character design book that I previewed a few weeks back. That one, unfortunately, is still only in Korean, but it's still worth getting. So I figured I'd, try some more, show them on camera and see what you guys think to them. Honestly, I think you can work out a lot of this stuff without translating it. And as mentioned, I think some of it would make good reference. For me, I find these kind of books quite inspiring, especially when it's fantasy. Especially, you need quick ideas and things like that, depending what you're drawing. We seem to be seeing like certain body parts on a human and how that sort of translates to creatures, or how you can vary that up and extend, in this example, fingers, add claws, webbing, all sorts of cool designs. It's actually really cool. I think this is going to spark a lot of ideas for people, and it seems to cover quite a range of I don't want to say stereotypical fantasy creatures, but you know what I mean, all your main mythical creatures, as mentioned, the kind of thing that I really love to draw. And I will put links to where you can buy this from in the description box below. And it looks like it's also going to cover like creases, folds, fabrics, and clothing. We've passed a lot of human anatomy. Obviously, a book like this isn't going to cover human anatomy like the Dongho Kim drawing book is, because that's a great big, 500-page book fully on anatomy. I actually do have that book here, by the way, for those that are interested in seeing that. I will put links in the description box below to that and other similar videos. But this one, probably less overwhelming and more, it covers a larger area, as mentioned. We're on like clothing, costumes. Obviously this one's going to have a lot about creature design. And I'm getting the impression so far with these ones, with the creature design, that, you know, similar to that page looking at the hands and the ears as an example, it's going to be taking human elements and showing you how you can translate that into creating a, you know, a creature. I guess in this example, you know, a human, an exaggerated human into like an orc, or what I'm guessing is an orc. This guy looks like the guy off Mortal Kombat, can't remember his name. So I believe you pronounce this Chimera, but correct me if I'm wrong. I always think this creature's really cool, but I've never dared try drawing it because the anatomy looks really a little bit complex for me. Of course, with this kind of book, there's always a sexy female creature character in there as well. So yeah, it's actually a decent sized book as well. I'm up to almost page 150 now. I should probably speed up a little bit, probably going a little bit too slow. These end pages, I believe, show a little bit of the process of drawing, so maybe the rendering. I'm not saying it's super detailed or anything, but you know, it shows the step of sketching up to rendering. Again, haven't translated it, so I can't sort of tell you too much about it, but I'm really excited about this one, and I know a lot of you guys watching this will be too. And of course, a fantasy character design book would not be complete with some awesome dwarven warriors in there, and skeletons, of course. So again, these ones are the sort of step-by-step showing it up to completion. I don't think there's any colour in this book, which for me isn't an issue at all. A lot of them are quite stylized as well. It was one of the reasons I actually wanted to get this book, because I really like the style of it. But let's just flick through these last few pages, guys, and then I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what other books you guys want to see in future videos. Aside from that, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps me out a lot. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.